My name is Danner Seyffer-Sprague. I am the artist behind Conjure Dust Designs. I'm 28 years old and I'm from Columbus, Ohio, but I frequent West Virginia a little too often than I should. Right around the start of COVID, I was like, you know what? I'm just going to go for it. I'm going to start creating some products that are just completely outside of my usual wheelhouse. Because I usually do like political artwork, sculpture, that kind of stuff, 3D modeling, 3D rendering, 3D printing. It's like, I'm just going to bite the bullet. And within a few months, Mothboy Mike reached out to me and was like, hey, I really like what you're doing. I know we've only spoken a few times, but do you want to illustrate my kid's book? And from there, that's kind of where Conjure Dust Designs came from. I don't really know what made me choose to, instead of pursuing what I was already doing and just sort of adapt it, to just completely flip it around, be like, I'm going to go from doing a piece on birth control to drawing Mothman and going to festivals. It was weird. I think COVID, I was just cooped up and I wanted to try something new. So it kind of just came out of nowhere. And from there, I had always had an interest in the more like spooky side of things. And I fell in love with the community. It's a great group of people. I think as dividing as it was, I think it brought a lot of us together. But suddenly having the desire to like reach out to people and not getting the immediate satisfaction of seeing people in person, I think made us all reach into the ether and put together all of these big Zoom meetings that we do. We're like Yami with Cryptid Chat or Greg Morrill of All the Weird. They've been putting together all of these big group hangouts because, like, if we can't go out and see each other, then might as well just get together and rebound ideas off of each other just via Zoom meetings. And I think it's, in a way, kind of strengthened the community because we're no longer all just sort of floating around doing our own thing. It kind of forced us into the same like social bubble. And so we ended up getting a lot of really great support from that. Like Yami put together a Discord where we could all bounce ideas off of each other. She made like 50 different channels in it and everything. So anything we want to go to them with, it's all organized, it's all neat, it's all compact. And it feels good just kind of having that support because as great as it is to have support in person, a lot of the people immediately around you might not totally understand what you're trying to say, or they might not be as engrossed in the community. But being able to just suddenly have the platform to just pop an idea into a Discord, and anyone who's like actually emotionally invested into what you're talking about can hop on whenever they want and just give their 2 cents. And that's really nice. So I think it's done a lot of good for actually being able to reach out to each other. And I expected the lack of opportunities to put art out there to make everyone a little more bitter, a little more competitive. But I think it's actually done the opposite. It definitely brought us all together.